The people began to get fed up of him because he was taking away their popularity. Those who were supposedly religious, those who had followers, their followers were now slowly talking about this messenger who came with this miracle, that miracle. He was the talk of the town. That created jealousy in the hearts of some of these people who had rejected him. So they hatched a plan. What was the plan? They went to the king of the time and they told him, there is a man called Jesus of Bethlehem. This Jesus, Isa alayhi salam, he is saying this and saying that, and his eyes are on your kingdom. He wants your seat. In fact, he is going around saying he is the king. Now this is blasphemy. This is incorrect. Lies, jealousy, a plan and a ploy. This king, without finding anything out, nothing at all, he decides, we can sort him out. By doing what? Send our men, look for him. Now, I have not made mention of all the difficulties suffered by Jesus. We have not gone into those details where the people made him suffer, but he was calm. He was very, very calm, very forgiving. He never wanted to revenge anybody. No one, not at all. He just continued with his work, and he was always positive, not negative. And every time there was an opportunity to call people towards the old disciples knew where he was. And I'm mentioning to you one narration. The disciples knew where he was. There was one of the disciples, the name given is Judas Iscariot. Allah knows best who exactly he was, but one of the disciples. And he decided to become a traitor. In fact, Shaitan overtook him. The devil overtook him, and he led the men of this king and the Jewish people who were behind wanting to murder Jesus, may peace be upon him, to the room where he was. And there was a little window. So as this one man goes in to confirm that Jesus is in the room, who was he? He was the disciple. They sent him in, you go and confirm that he is in the room. This man goes into the room, and he is now a traitor. Yet, he's supposed to be a disciple. He goes into the room, and he is asking Isa alayhi salam, he's just confirming that he's there. And at that moment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala changed the face of Judas, so it became the face of Jesus, and Allah took Jesus away through that window, gone up into the heavens, in the proper form of the human being that he was.
Hey, bravo, 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 bravo. Allah took him from the window. Bravo, bravo. Shalom, everybody. Peace of Christ to all of you. I hope my voice is coming good and clear. And if it's not, that's mean somebody did pee in your ears. Prophet Muhammad said, Shaitan, he piss in the ears of a Muslim, sleep in his nose, and jump in his mouth when he is yawning. No problem. Now today, our story about the crucifixion of Jesus. And you know the Muslims, they have stories nobody has. If we ask this Abdul, where do you get a story from? I will tell you. I'm going to give you a reference which nobody can debunk. Who? Like, we are proud of it. That's Ali Dawa. That's debunked person, the one who said a scientific miracle is a lie. It doesn't work. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to prove it wrong. What you know? Did your prophet even mention this story? Yeah, dude. Where do you get these stories from? Somebody put it in your book. But who? Allah knows best. As you heard this guy saying, a guy, his name is Judah. And Allah knows best who is he. But how you know yourself about Judah? Did your prophet mention even his name? And the brothers and sisters, this guy, Judah, he decided to become disciple. So he joined, like, okay, hey Jesus, I'm going to join your, okay, I will be disciple, huh? He was sent by the Mossad. So he went inside, brother, and then he went to the king. Which king? The king of the Roman. And what he told the king? This guy is going to take your chair. Who is this guy? Well, his name is Jesus. Okay, how I can find him? Follow me, follow me. And the brother, this person, he entered the room where Jesus is. And then the second he entered the room, am I heard, guys? Is my voice good? Somebody's saying my mic have a problem. What do you mean my mic have a problem? You have a problem, not my mic. So the second he entered the room, Allah, he put the look of Jesus on the guy. And he took Jesus from the window. You notice here how important the window is. Because if there's no window, Allah cannot take Jesus. In different story, it says he took him from the roof. Hold on. What happened? What happened? Say again.
Very, very calm, very forgiving. He never wanted to revenge anybody.
So why Muhammad want to revenge everybody? I mean, isn't it supposedly Isa is a Muslim? Isn't it the stupid Quran says that Allah will heal the breast and the boobs of the Muslims by revenge? So how come he's a Muslim? He just said he didn't want to revenge anybody. Where did he learn this from? That doesn't sound like a Muslim for me. He forgave everybody. Yeah, that's like Muhammad. Okay, what happened?
No one, not at all. He just continued with his work, and he was always positive, not negative.
Always positive, not negative. So what happened to Muhammad? He tried to commit suicide from the top of the high mountain. Is that positive or negative? Like when Muhammad, he went to the top of the mountain many times, trying to throw himself. Was that positive or negative? Continue.
And every time there was an opportunity to call people towards the Almighty, disciples knew where he was.
Somebody cut the video. I don't know. This is not me. I'm just playing video on YouTube as it is. But somebody cut it.
And I'm mentioning to you one narration.
One narration. Because we Muslim, we have tons of stories about the same person, about the same incident. Each story have different director, different actors, different lighting, different audio, Dolby system. What do you mean one narration? I mean, how many times the story happened? Either it happened once or it never happened. So how come you Muslims have many narration for the story? And each one of them is different. Tell us more. One narration. He's telling us one narration. The rest, later.
The disciples knew where he was. There was one of the disciples.
The disciples, they knew where he was. I mean, look at this intelligence. They are with him, Abdul. So what do you mean they were known? So they are with him in the room. According to your narration, if you open the book, you will see they were there, all of them. They knew where he was. Aren't they supposedly, according to your narration, they are with him in the same room? And then Jesus says, who want to take my look? Look how the Muslims, they change the story. Every one of them had a different story of what happened to Jesus. According to different story, Jesus said, hey, who want to take my look so I can run away? What a hero. Who want to take my look? So they arrest him, crucify him, and I run. Jesus, where are you going? Heaven. So look, according to the story here, which obviously Mufti Menki like it. So this guy, disciples, they know where Jesus is. Okay, what happened next?
The name given is Judas Iscariot. Allah knows best who exactly.
Allah knows best who is he. We do not know. I mean, you just gave us the name, you idiot. What do you mean Allah knows best who is he? What do you want more? I mean, like, do you want his address, where he live, how many kids he have? Allah knows best who is he. So you give us the first name and last name supposedly, and now Allah knows best who is he. Okay.
He was, but one of the disciples.
Oh.
And he decided to become a traitor. In fact, Shaitan overtook him. The devil overtook him, and he led the men of this king And the Jewish people who were behind wanting to murder Jesus, may peace be upon him, to the room where he was. And there was a little window. So as this one man...
Does that mean that Isa was so small? What do you mean little window? So how Isa was able to get from little window? He was so skinny, was he? What do you mean by little window? Little? Did he just say little? Well, little window will fit for little guy. But okay, tell us more details. I mean, your story, it's very perfect, you know. It's like an Indian movie. You know, in the Indian movie, you will see the guy, he sent a bird. The bird have a letter to his beloved woman. She is a princess. He is poor, a farmer. And they agree to meet in the middle of nowhere secretly because her father will kill her if he knew. And then when they meet, suddenly there's 10,000 Indians appear in the background. And all of them, they are waving their hands, moving the same move and wearing the same clothes. How? Nobody knows. Little window. There's a little window. Is it like 40 by 40, 20 by 20, 15 by 15, 20 by 20? Can you provide us more details about this? And it's made from what? The Muslim, they knew everything. It's a little window. Okay.
And goes in to confirm that Jesus is in the room.
He went outside. Guys, wait for me. I want to check first if he is inside. Okay, I'm coming back.
Who was he? He was the disciple. They sent him in. You go and confirm that he is in the room. This man goes into the room, and he is now a traitor. Yet he's supposed to be a disciple. He goes into the room, and he is asking Isa alayhi salam. He's just confirming that he's there. And at that moment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala changed the face of Judas, so it became the face of Jesus, and Allah took Jesus away through that window, gone up into the heavens in the proper form of the human being that he was. Taken up, ascension of Jesus. This is the Islamic version of the Quran.
This is the Islamic version of the Quran. In the Quran, it says Allah will take him in the form of a human. I want to see the verse. I want to see it. It says, مُتَوَفِّيكَ وَرَافِعُكَ إِلَيْهِ. Where is it says, I will take you as a human and put you as a... What the heck is that? Anyway, just to continue. So, guys, he entered there, and right away Allah changed his face. I have a comment, but I'm going to leave it later so nobody will have diarrhea from laughing.
He was taken up completely well before anybody could harm him. Allah says at the beginning, وَالسَّلَامُ عَلَيَّ. Peace be upon me, they won't harm me at all. Nothing.
Okay. Isa, he said, peace on me. It's not Allah who said peace on him. So Isa do not need protection of Allah. Isa, he said, according to him now, he said, Isa, peace on me. Therefore, nobody can harm him. Muhammad never say peace on me. Man, why I have guns in my home? I just say peace on me, nobody can harm me. Yeah, what must be Jesus, must be God then. He just said peace on me, and that's it, nobody can harm him. So how Muhammad died by poison rat from Walmart? And by the way, just to let you know, an update news, like the poison for rats in Walmart became more expensive, $11. $11. You know, it was 60 cents just, 20 years ago. The time of the Prophet is not even a cent. So Jesus said, peace be upon me, and that protect him from any evil. Let Muhammad die by poison. Okay. But here, I don't know if anyone noticed something. I will play it again to see if any of you want to help me. I want to play it little bit, not too much.
Allah took Jesus away through that window, gone up into the heavens in the proper form of the human. And he is asking Isa alayhi salam, he's just confirming that he's there.
I want you to focus with me in what he will say next. I want to see who of you is really smart. I mean, really smart.
And at that moment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala changed the face of Judas, so it became the face of Jesus. And Allah took Jesus away through that window, gone up into the heavens in the proper form of the human being that he was. Taken up.
Anyone notice how stupid the story here? This part specifically. Who wanna help me? Let us see. Who wanna help me? Who notice how stupid the story in this part? Okay, I will help you. I know the voice takes some time. Guys, the Romans do not know who's Jesus. And Judah want to confirm that this is Jesus. So now Allah made Judah look like Jesus. But the Romans do not know what Jesus looked like. Anyway. Oh boy. Abdul, he take the look of Jesus or not? Still didn't know how Jesus looked like. Secondly, he changed his face. What about his clothes? I mean, the guy he entered there. Just the face. He wanted to confirm that Isa is there, supposedly, and the disciples are with him. So now, how in the world they will know which one is Isa? You know? In fact, what will happen now? Those guys, the Roman, they will say, "What is the guy who will send him inside the room? Where did he go? We just sent someone inside. Where did he go? What the heck?" Now we'll show you another turtle. Muslims, they have a lot of turtle stories. This turtle is the best. Look at this. Okay, tell us what happened. What happened? You have his story today. Oh.
And this belief, of course, we find taught in Islam. It's there in the Quran. And
in the Quran? He didn't even know how to say the Quran. He said Quran. Since when the Quran become Quran? Karam bam bam, karam bam bam, ba bam bam bam, karam gam bam, karam bam bam, karam bam bam. Huh. It's Quran? Okay. I mean, turtle know best.
I want to read a passage from a very prominent early Christian bishop. His name is Ignatius. He's normally known in the church as Saint Ignatius of Antioch.
Yeah, you know, scratch it.
And he was martyred, actually. He was sent to Rome.
Did he just say he was murdered? Scratch it again, because that will make you look more stupid.
To be eaten by lions, apparently.
Did he just say that he was eaten by lions? That will make it even more stupid story. I mean, the comment he will make.
And en route to Rome from Antioch, which is a very big Roman city in the ancient world, it's hardly in existence today. It's found in modern Turkey.
It's not existed no more. Antioch does not exist. If you go in the map right now, you can't find it. It's not there. You know, the Turkey ate it. Turkey ate it.
Turkey, actually. On his way to Rome, he wrote 7 letters. And one of them,
not the 7, take a note,
tells us about the beliefs of some people that Jesus wasn't crucified.
Really? Tell us about some people. Tell us.
Now, this man, as I say, was a 1st century bishop. He was the 2nd or 3rd after Peter, according to some sources. And he was born in the early 30s AD. So around the time that Jesus left the scene. So
See? Muslims, take a note. We have this guy almost from the time Jesus just left the scene. This is not somebody came out after long. No. What else?
His life overlapped even with some of Jesus' disciples, like his brother James, for example, Jesus' brother James.
See, this guy, he is a real witness. Okay.
He was head of the church in Jerusalem, and we'll kind of come back to him in a minute. But in the meantime, let's go back to the letter I mentioned, found in this book, Early Christian Writings, published by Penguin Classics. And one of the letters...
His name is Penguin, the writer, Penguin. Not the bird, Penguin.
Is called his letter to the Magnesians. And in section 9, it says this. I'll read the passage and then I'll try and unpack it a bit, because it's not always very clear to modern ears what he might be saying. He says, "We have seen how former adherents of the ancient customs have since attained to a new hope." He's talking here about people who follow Judaism and becoming Christians, actually. "So that they have given up keeping the Sabbath." So these good people have given up keeping the Sabbath and now order their lives by the Lord's Day instead. Now, the Lord's Day in the Christian calendar, of course, is Sunday rather than Saturday. So they switched from the Jewish to the Christian calendar. Now, and then he says, "The day when life first dawned for us, thanks to him," meaning Jesus, "and his death. That death, though," Ignatius says, "though some deny it, is the very mystery which has moved us to become believers." That little phrase there, "though some deny," he's aware of people who call themselves Christians in the first century who deny that Jesus died on a cross.
What a scumbag you are. What a turtle you are. Not only your head look like a turtle, you are truly a turtle brain. First of all, look what you did. You just throw a big poo-poo in the Quran. I just play Mufti Mink, confirming that someone looked exactly like Jesus, according to the Muslim version of the story, crucified. Which means what people saw, they saw the crucifixion of Jesus. What happened in the room, it happened only, there's nobody knows about it, only Allah knows. So your stupid Quran say that the crucifixion happened, you donkey. And now you are making fun of the Quran. This is number one. Number two, you idiot. If you go to what it says in that letter, you will see that you are a scam. This is the story. This person actually, in his own video, he said, this bishop was a very important person, as you see from the early Christians, confirmed Jesus, death. And not only that, he himself, he died. He's a martyr, which means he is willing. And actually, if you read what he said, you will see he is seeking to be martyred. He will be honored. He is saying, "Why you left me?" Because Christians have been killed left and right. So he was crying for it. So you will see that this liar here, when he speak about this story, you will find that this is not what it says. Let us see.